Today I have for you guys a set of luxury unboxings. Now, for those that have been watching me for some time, you'll be no stranger to the unboxings that I do here on this channel. However, the different thing about today's video is that I actually have no idea what I bought. And that's because today I'll be unboxing not one, but two luxury mystery boxes from none other than the highly marketed and coveted brand on Instagram, and that is the Heat box. And like I mentioned, I have two here. On this channel we talk about luxury lifestyle, and you know, I do have a penchant for streetwear. I know it might not seem that way sometimes from my videos, but it's something that I really enjoy in terms of just the general style and aesthetics. Let me just give you a quick rundown anyway of what Heat box is all about. With that all being said, and I will just pop these quite heavy boxes behind me. From what I understand, Heat is essentially a brand that is kind of like a platform like the Farfetches or Louise V. Aromas, except obviously you don't know what you're going to get because it's a mystery box. But they collaborate with a lot of big streetwear brands and now also the more luxury or contemporary designers. So brands like Off-White, JW Anderson, Bathing Ape, amongst many, many other brands that you'll see on their website. They work with them to essentially, from what I imagine, gather kind of the maybe dead stock or the stuff maybe that no one wants, or the limited edition perhaps, you never know, you might get lucky, and they kind of collect that and collate a box for you that you pay a certain set amount of money for. That is probably around like £300. I've seen a normal box go for up to the likes of £500 or £600 per box, and essentially they fill up each Heat box with 2 to 4 items that are of that luxury or streetwear kind of category. I guess the gist behind it is that it's kind of a win-win for everybody. It's a win for the designers because they can shift any stock they have remaining or stock that they just can't sell. I guess maybe it's off season, or maybe there's just not a demand for it at the moment because, you know, collections are always releasing, and it helps them there from, I guess, a sustainability and a profitability point of view. And not only does it help the brands, but it also helps the customer get exposed to maybe brands that they didn't hear of before, get exposed to new styles, and, you know, potentially get something really, really cheap for the price that they pay for the overall box. And I guess, you know, everybody just loves a little bit of a surprise. It's a very well marketed brand, I won't lie. They have a lot of top celebrity and influencer collaborators that help promote the brand. Of course, they are targeted ads everywhere that you go. But the actual reason why I decided to pull the trigger on buying the boxes is because I also received on my American Express app a great offer to get, I think, up to like £100 off the boxes depending on a certain amount of spend. So I thought, why not try it out? I've seen so much about it in the last few months and I want to just do a genuine unboxing for you today. So what I have behind me is 2 boxes from the same drop, because I believe they do drops throughout the months. This one is kind of more, I guess, coveted because it was the Canada Goose specific collaboration. Canada Goose is a brand that I've wanted to explore personally myself, but I've not found the correct pieces, and also the price is pretty expensive for the coats that you get. So actually, once I saw this being promoted on their Instagram and website, I thought, oh, okay, if you can get a Canada Goose jacket for basically the price of a box is what, about £300 or £500 this time around, then that actually might be worthwhile. And Canada Goose is not kind of like a trendy brand. It's a classic fixture. Winter is coming, as they say. Obviously, they do other collaborations throughout the year. I think they've done really strong ones with Balenciaga. Who knows? Balenciaga might even be in this box. In the past, they've done Off-White specific collection. They will tell you and do a little visual countdown timer, which I think is quite cool and good marketing, I guess, to stay notified around when the next drop will be. So you can sign up to that, and then essentially when it's kind of launch day, they list out all the different time zones. They usually sell out pretty quickly. I think they usually sell out within 2 to 3 hours, also their marketing says. Basically, there are 2 types of boxes, at least this time around. There was like the normal streetwear box, and that was, I think, £299 or basically £300, and you might get, you know, like a double the value of the box that you pay for, but obviously it's going to be significantly lower than the other box, which is the 2 boxes right here, because I believe they're different colours. I think the first one's called Heat, maybe, and then the other one's called Heat Plus. Sometimes they release the streetwear box and then a contemporary box, but I think those even come in the plus format for both of those different ones. And the Heat Plus, you pay £500 per box. I decided probably the best chance of me getting a Canada Goose jacket or something good would be to go with the Plus boxes. Obviously, you can still get a chance of getting it in the normal Heat box, but I just thought I will up my chances of getting something good. And I've done them in all of my sizes, because you basically have to go through and select your gender, and then based on that you select your clothing sizes. You can also opt in or out of shoes. For both of them, I selected sizes that would be fitting for me or some of the men in my life if I perchance don't want some of the items. But for each of them, I selected no shoes. I've seen some of the shoes, and while some of them are nice, a lot of them are more, I guess, interesting, shall we say, is the correct word. Let me just get straight into unboxing it. I believe this one must be the women's box. It doesn't actually say on the base of the box or anything which box you actually have, so if you're going to buy more than one, it could be quite confusing if you don't know which ones you've bought, which sizes, etc. So you're just going to have to dig through and figure it out. But I believe this one will be the female one. The one's for women, because it seems really light, and this one is quite heavy. So this one might be the men's, but we will see. First time I'm opening it, so this will be a genuine surprise. It's really, really light, so it might be like a really light puffer. Oh gosh, okay, I think this is a dust bag of some sort, but immediately you see this Heat card, and it just says thank you for shopping with Heat. And then you get this Heat dust bag. Oh, and something at the bottom, and you get little stickers from Heat. So what is this? Let me just open this up in case you're interested. So I guess you can put it on your laptop. Heat here in blue, their branding, so you can deck out all of your technology or whatnot with these little stickers. So that's cute. That is the box empty. So a bit curious as to why there's only one item. I thought there would have been two, but something, actually no, there's more than one item. Something is crunching in here, as you can hear. Very nice touch that they give a dust bag, but I think one of these items is a coat because it's really, really fluffy. So let's see. Ooh, okay. I think one of them's a coat, so I'm really happy with that. Then I've got two smaller items that I believe are from Off-White. Oh my goodness. We have a pair of Fendi sunglasses, people. And we also have an Off-White top. And then I think that's the Canada Goose jacket right there. So let me do the sunglasses because I'm really, really excited. Also, it's worth mentioning all the items are 100% authentic, just in case people are worried about dodgy stuff. You've got the little dust cloth there, and this is a pair of cat eye sunglasses. You know, I've actually been meaning to get a pair of those cat eye, or you know, like Balenciaga sunglasses, which are super trendy at the moment, but I've never had the heart to wear them because I thought it would look really weird with my big head. So we'll see. But this is a legit pair of Fendi sunglasses. You've got the authenticity card. That is incredible. I'm not even entirely sure of the retail of this. If I can find information online and do like a grand total of the retail for each items, I will do so. And here you have this really cool kind of tortoise shell design logo Fendi cat eye glasses. Well, you've got this lime green detailing on the lenses and also on the side. And let me just try them on because this is the moment of truth where you actually see if it looks horrendous or actually a vibe. I'm just looking at the viewfinder on my phone. It doesn't look too bad, actually. I thought I'd look like an evil villain or just like a really crazed school teacher. Maybe somewhere in the middle, but I actually think it goes really nicely with my top here. I mean, my loved ones around me may say something different, but I like these. I have a pet peeve actually about the nose bridges on usual sunglasses being the, you know, the metal ones that are super flimsy and can snap off, and I've had that actually happen to a Fendi pair of glasses. So this is actually a godsend that is just plastic, and oh my gosh, I love them. Super on trend actually, so it's not the off-cuts I thought that I was gonna get. So let's see if this Off-White shirt, I believe it's a shirt anyway, can follow suit. And you can see it's all in like the original packaging. So this is in size 40, basic ribbed top, black, white. So let's open her up. Okay, so we've just got a basic asymmetric tee here, no bells and whistles on it, but to be honest, I'm just kind of glad that it's plain and something that I will wear, because I've seen some crazy ones, you know, with like the cheese, almost like the block of cheese cut out holes, and this is much more palatable. So you can just see a very subtle off here. This is kind of like a subtle flex, a humble flex. And I think the size looks promising actually, because I know designers can have, I guess, not that much room for bigger busted gals like your girl here. And then the last thing we have in this dust bag is, I think, a Canada Goose jacket. Oh, we've got a classic jacket here, navy blue, and it's in the size S, I believe. Yes, size S. So Very, very lightweight actually. A lot of the Canada Goose jackets anyway, they don't, I think to my knowledge, do, you know, crazy garish colours or prints, but I'm really glad that I managed to secure one that, you know, no one would even know it was from a mystery box even. So you get the about Canada Goose and the jackets kind of blurbs here in this little booklet, and I think the length is actually, you know, full length to your hip, so it's not cropped from what I can see. There is no hood on the back, but it's got the reflective detailing here, and you've just obviously got the Canada Goose patch here. So yeah, my first Canada Goose jacket, I imagine this must be a few hundred as well, like 500 or 600. So I think I've definitely gotten at least double, but almost 3 times the value of my box with this one. Let's go and move on to the men's box and see what you get. We'll see if any suit me actually. Oh, and what fell off is the Same Heat booklet here to thank you for your order. And first things first, I mean, I've just opened this book, but there is this delightful hair. I don't know. Ooh! Okay, that's just fallen on my table. I don't know if it's from a man or a woman. It's a bit rank, to be honest. I'm just gonna seal that DNA into the Fendi plastic sunglass sleeve because that's a bit gross. You get the same big dust bag and the same stickers. And let's open this up. So I think there's probably another jacket in here, but there's also something else quite heavy. So I wonder if it's like a top or a set of sweats or something. Oh, we have another jacket. I will show you that in a minute. But we have a very, very thick jumper or hoodie. So let's see what brand this is. D-Vision is the brand. Never heard of this brand, but let's see. Oh, it is just literally the plainest hoodie I've ever seen. There is nothing on here that's interesting, so this is a little bit disappointing, not gonna lie. It's just really, really oversized and it's really wide, so I'm just even wondering if I'll be able to wear this or I might look like a drowned kind of, I don't know, like bin bag or something. There is nothing of any kind of interest. Inside, is there anything going on? Yeah, it just says D-Vision, made in Italy. This was not a win from me. I don't know how much this hoodie would go for, but my guess is like maybe 100 quid or something because it's so big. If it was anything more than that, I'd actually be surprised and I'd feel offended to pay that. But that was like what was driving the heaviness of the item anyway. And then I think there's literally only one item in here, and that's the Canada Goose jacket. So thankfully we did in both boxes get the Canada Goose item, and it's this white number here. So again, quite classic. And then you've got the reflective patches on the back, and then you've got the Canada Goose patch on the side. This is quite good, you know, for like skiing and things like that. I would say the same for the other one as well. That was the end of the men's box. So, final thoughts overall. I think we can all agree that the women's box was a winner. I really enjoyed the 3 items that were in there. The men's box, however, bit disappointing. Of course, I'm glad that I got the Canada Goose jacket in there. That was the goal of buying the box in the first place, but you know, is it worth the plus price tag? Potentially not. So I would love to hear from those of you out there who got the normal heat box from this collaboration, if you actually managed to get a Canada Goose item as well, because I think some of you out there may get lucky, but for me, you know, obviously I achieved the goal of getting the Canada Goose items, but I thought the women's box was way, way better, which is a shame because I think the heat box is primarily targeted towards men. That's everything that I wanted to talk about today. I hope you found it interesting. You know, I think a lot of this is in the eye of the beholder. Some people will get lucky, some people less so. I do believe, like I mentioned earlier, that you can go ahead and refund your order if you want, but I believe you have to refund everything in your box as opposed to single items, and I believe they try and make it as convoluted a process as possible. But maybe some of you out there got super lucky in the men's box and got some really cool things. Would I buy it again? I think I would, depending on, you know, if there's like a special collaboration that's launching in one of the boxes, or maybe if there's a marketing event like a Black Friday or January sales, maybe they'll do a discount. That would be cool. Otherwise though, I think I will probably stick to just buying stuff that I really, really like of my own accord, because that way I won't be disappointed. Anyways, I will leave the video here. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you in my next one.